3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Garrett the Gamer channel. My name is Garrett. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're doing some more of Honkai Star Rail. This game is quite loud. So last time we were doing was the Fate Stay Night event that was going on. It should still be there today, and we should be able to continue and finish it today. I hope today, specifically within 3 hours. I don't know. We'll find out though. I can't wait though. I can't wait because I get to do a lot of reading today. I'm very excited about this one. I do apologize about my English today, though. Yes, today. Also, it takes some time to load, sadly. It's been doing this a lot lately. It will load it up, like the game, and then it will show up that 999 on the top right side. It's basically saying that it's not connected to the server, I think. And then it will refresh the whole game, and then said, okay, it's time to go. And then half the time, it won't even do that. Then it'll have to refresh again. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's trying to load up the whole account. I mean, it is an old account, but I don't know. Oh, so they're going to be doing is another update coming out next week. And this update is going to bring in 2 more new characters. I was thinking about getting them. I'm not sure if they're worth it, but I need a second group of people. And the second group right now I have is very makeshift. I need to get something solid. I was thinking about doing that, but on the other hand, I kept on looking further into it, and the second Warp-In event that's going to be coming out for the next patch has Silverwolf in it. Should I go for Silverwolf? Like more of her? Because I only have Indolon of 2? I would like to get her maxed out, but on the other hand, these other 2 characters seem doable, like they're viable at least. Oh, we're not even loaded? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. I hope so. Let me get my daily stuff. Took a total of almost 3 minutes to log in. It's grand. Dispatch. What's in the news? Got the daily. And I want to show this to everyone as well. Version info. This will show the next version coming out. I'm confused because usually this would show the version right now we're doing. Oh, there it is. So the new
Electra?
The new ones is Hysilin, and then you have is Sarija,
Empress,
and
Commander.
she's pretty good for being a support character.
Has given me countless titles,
but Hysilin
call me by my true name
is a damage dealer with DOT effects and such. So this is basically just like Silverwolf. I mean, it is Nihility. I'm not sure. I kind of want to go for both of them. But on the other hand, Silverwolf is also coming out too. It also shows it up into that whole entire thing of Silverwolf. Also, Kafka is going to be coming back. That's going to be the first one. Is there anything else to look at? I guess not. Let's go and return back to where we were at before, which was here. Navigate. Should? No, wrong button. V. Continue challenge. This should take us back, right? Yes. Okay. This is where we're at last. Oh boy. Get to read some more. Let's go. Investigate. The Blank Report. Following the multiple scandals involving famous actress Blank, all major associated companies have terminated her endorsement contracts and canceled her Dreamscape tours. However, several Dream Chaser organizations that received her sponsorship maintain that their charity performances in the wilderness area will proceed as scheduled. Mr. Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family, noted that Blank had starred in numerous classics at their invitation. Her songs became household staples, and almost every Penacony home contains products she endorsed. Mr. Alfalfa expressed deep regret over her downfall. Reports indicate that they've already found a replacement to inherit Blank's stage name, with the second Blank promising to present a better image while continuing the legendary story of Blank. Mr. Alfalfa maintains that Blank is an accomplished actress, singer, and artist whose past works shouldn't be diminished by current scandals. However, per contract terms, the Alfalfa family retains the rights to reclaim all related copyrights, including musical products, film and television rights, and the registered Blank trademark. If Blank uses any of these commercially without the Alfalfa family's approval, they will pursue legal action. Additionally, at a recent press conference, a Grady Film spokesperson announced they will terminate the partnership with Miss Blank in 10 system days due to her recent negative impact. Their upcoming film Spheroid Station, scheduled to begin shooting at year end, will now star the second Blank selected by Alfalfa's agency instead of the original Blank. There's a lot of redactions there. It's only for one person. Find the lost robins. Quiet, so quiet you can hear the ticking of clockwork gears, the breath of an evil spirit trembling with glee. Tick-tock, so you've come after all. Here to steal the last robin, are you? You'll never succeed. Every robin belongs to me. Old Clocky. And once I've gathered them all, I'll summon the god of robins, swallow all of Penacony whole, and become the king of nightmares. Too many new plot twists. I don't even know where to start complaining. That is true. Like what? Green Bubble Cinema, a history excerpt. If historical turning points are like knots in a record-keeping rope, Grady undoubtedly created two significant ones. First came his invention of dream bubble filming technology. Second was his shocking decision to tear up the patent copyright. Why abandon rights to such astronomically profitable technology? Grady never offered an explanation. Contemporary audiences praised Grady's selflessness, but these accolades gradually morphed into criticism as his terrible films flooded the market. Here's an interview from that period. Reporter: it's truly remarkable what thought process led you to abandon such a valuable patent. Grady: the dream bubble patent has long restricted Penacony's film industry, forcing talented creators to abandon their dreams. While copyright awareness grew, so did copyright trolls, corrupting our creative environment. As a horror director, I'd rather hear audiences laughing about being scared than witnessing endless copyright tragedies. Reporter: many believe Blank's death directly influenced your decision to tear up the patent, serving both as a memorial to her and a gift to the newly formed Hememia Films. What's your comment on this? Grady: Blank's death was a complete tragedy. When almost everyone turned their backs on her, she still sang for those most vulnerable, ultimately losing her life during a charity performance. We all bear responsibility for what happened. Reporter: are you suggesting that the Alfalfa family and Mr. Alfalfa played a role in this? Grady: no, absolutely not. The Alfalfa family has always been an angel investor in entertainment, helping countless Irish family artists rise to fame. Mr. Alfalfa remains an invaluable Grady Films partner. I'm certain we'll collaborate even more closely in the future. When it says angel investor, the only thing I could think of is a venture capitalist. Oh man. Sustenance anchor. Can I unlock this door? No. Looks like we got some trouble up ahead. Is there anything over here? Or is this a way forward? Seems like it might be a dead end. Actually, I think I'm more that likely it is a dead end. Okay, that's all I have. Let's go clockwork it. Before I judge you all, I must first deal with a disobedient pawn. Scott, how utterly despicable that you'd side with them. So desperate to play the hero, aren't you? Just felt an ominous chill run down my spine. Why waste your breath on it? One bullet to fudge them up and we're done here. Thick talk. Thoughts I'd just play along in your little hero fantasy? Mr. Grady gave me a special bullet that never misses. One pull of this trigger and the master with the most dialogue will drop dead on the spot. That's very specific. Ooh, it's to me, I see. Scott took the fatal hit meant for you.
I can't keep going with all of you.
Hold on.
But I'll die happy, knowing that I gave my life for justice, to keep others safe.
Scott, are you serious? Yay, time to crack open the champagne. Don't you dare die on me. Let's go with the second one, yeah.
Me. The night we broke up, I lied to her. There's no such thing as a Scott of justice. That justice is a part of the name. It doesn't mean anything. What do you think? How would you rate this shocking reveal, Ribbit? Director, heal me up! I worked so hard to lead them into the trap, and now you're shooting me in the butt!
Penacani profanity. If your worthless scene stealing self hadn't blocked that bullet, old Clocky would have eliminated Gary already. Who are you to have the audacity to act proud? I sent you undercover to deliver a crushing blow at the story's climax. Instead, you couldn't even manage basic narrative structure. Even a child could tell you we're putting on an act. Since you're so desperate for attention, congratulations, Mr. Scott. You're hereby demoted from actor to stage decoration.
What about my butt?
You don't even have a behind. Just hang it up and the pain will be gone. Just one more bullet and no more pain. There we go. Old Clocky, quit playing dead. No completed scene, no paycheck for you. Tick-tock, what gave you the impression I was faking? My clockwork has been ticking away this whole time. I can help you with that. Did you know for a demon, manipulating human emotions is like playing an instrument. Just a light touch and you get something like this. Guess we could talk to Boot Hill about the whole entire thing. That was so fudging satisfying. Time to break out the Heldoran's smoked malt juice to celebrate. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm assuming it's something to do with juice. Uncontainable joy surges through the man's heart, sending him into euphoria. And yet, this is nothing more than a common mental attack. Watchmaker, witness this. Your most prized trick now belongs to me. Darn it, for some bizarre reason, I have this sudden urge to dance with this jerk. Tick-tock, behold the clockwork, invented by the watchmaker, the devil who once ruled Penacony. In its presence, even the strongest minds become nothing but blank pages. easily rewritten at once. I heard Toontown is being rewritten as well. How is your powers range so ridiculously broad? You dare use my own powers against me, Grady? What are you so proud of? You cheap imitation. There we go. Messing with your bro Boot Hill. Big mistake. Come on, Gary. Let's show this knockoff what actual clockwork can do. Please reset Boot Hill's emotional state back to normal. If you're reading this, it means you chose the wrong opponent. TikTok, I'm the chief physician of your soul. I can't go anywhere. Well, who do we have here? A poor little thing trying to save your friend from a curse when you can't even protect yourself. Surprised your clockwork is useless? Shocked? Confused? Well, of course you are. The power of your clockwork comes from Clocky, but I am old Clocky. When the junior meets the senior, it's only natural for you to fail. Now it's time for the old man to teach the kid a lesson. A feeling beyond words clutches at your mind. Not one of Clockwork's 4 different emotions. This is darker, heavier, like a silent quagmire. The parted loved ones, betrayed by those you trusted most, the shadow of approaching death, these manufactured emotions burst in your head, leaving just a black void that watches you with the empty eyes of a corpse. Okay. You finished with your little show yet? I don't have time to play pretend with you. Impossible! I use clockwork to turn everyone's emotions to pure despair. How trite. Your dialogue is straight from Villains 101. These pathetic attempts at manipulation are less effective than vultures squawking over a corpse. What took you so long? Was that whole silent bad A act really necessary? Slacking off will cost you on your performance review. Have you figured out the enemy's weak spot yet? Was it your magic resistance that blocked the mental attack? There it is. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, my magic resistance isn't nearly as overpowered as Saber's. I wanted to see how deep this monster's heck could go in this strange universe of yours, but it seems your world still has hope and a future after all. Despair? Please. I've witnessed enough scenes of despair to submerge this entire playground of nightmare. I've seen corpses hanging from gallows that stretch like endless forests. I've witnessed the charred remains after doomsday battles where people became nothing more than ravenous beasts devouring each other. Oof. Just who in the world are you? A hardworking guardian, though admittedly, somewhat a workaholic. that's somewhat to be amazed of, to be honest. I've seen far too many forms of despair, but to break me, your fake illusions don't even come close. TikTok, cranking power to maximum. I refuse to accept that anyone could resist my clockwork now. Ever seen bodies mangled under war chariots? Trace on. What? That's an interesting one. We're back to battle, it seems. Let me turn down the audio.
They're lost.
There we go.
It's coming.
Man, that's a bit loud.
Optimizing.
I hope it's not too loud for you guys. I had to turn down the volume for the voices because if I don't, then it's going to be super loud for everyone else. But this is easy stuff. Like, just put my guys in there. We'll be fine. Go back to maxed out voice at 10. Don't get smug. The director will avenge me. Extra lines won't earn you extra pay. Wow. Oh, in that case, I'm dead. Good. Now, let's regroup with the others. It looks like you just crawled out of a tough fight. Porkin Void Song, Whale. Now you decide to appear after we did all the work. Well, I did do something alright. Some evil spirit called the Revolver Governor got all clingy with me and insisted we play a game and ended up losing 10 years worth of savings to me. Look, I even brought an old friend back with me. Sleepy Robin. After a short break, the scattered allies finally reconvened. Yes. I'm assuming across the park? Across the set. I had no idea so much was happening. Thank you for keeping my master safe. I just didn't want to give Grady the satisfaction. Wow. That's all? Okay. Let's save the thanks for later. Didn't that girl say if we brought all her split selves together, she could return to normal? I proposed this theory, assuming none of the Robins would be in a defect status. There's a dissonance in the melody. Despair. The old clocky. Dang it. Grady, what foul language are you having me use? Anyway, the emotion affecting the last master hasn't disappeared despite the enemy's demise. Are you saying Robin can't change back? Sunday will absolutely kill me dead. Wouldn't 7 of her be more powerful anyway? My resonance isn't nearly as powerful as Miss Robin's, but it's enough to clear this minor dissonance. Master, please stay quiet and don't disturb my melody. Ignore whatever you see. These are just my internal doubts and won't hurt anyone else. Now, rebuild a melody that's truly your own. Thank you, everyone, for your help. Without you, I would definitely have been fudging? Sorry, seems like consciousness splitting effects haven't completely worn off. Everyone, please come closer. I've decoded this film's melody. With a few adjustments, we should break free from Grady's noble phantasm. Master, you gave me the chance to join the Holy Grail War, and I saved you once in return. We're now square. What a pleasant surprise. Old friend, have you finally understood that who it is that can truly grant your wish? The evil spirit must still be affecting you. Let me tune you properly. Master, you're far too kind-hearted, with no interest in the Holy Grail. That's why I must pursue this path myself. Mr. Odie is a businessman, through and through. His price will be astronomically high. There it is. And would you really betray your friends just to let me win the Holy Grail War? Here's some advice. While I'm still here, use a command spell to kill me, just like all those others who toyed with my fate. If this is beyond you, Miss Robin, then we must part ways here. Is this a declaration of war? Since you're no longer Miss Robin's servant, I have no reason to let a potential enemy walk away. I can let your still... I can tell you're still... There it is. My brain. I can tell you're still hesitating. Before I draw my blade, there's still time to change your mind. Everyone, aren't you forgetting something? I'm still here. My old friend has finally found her way to fulfilling her wish, and I won't let anyone block her way. You want to escape my noble phantasm? Then I'll just have to add some more excitement. The second screening has ended. See you in the final nightmare. Goodbye, Master. May your kindness never meet betrayal. Director.
My butt!
About my butt. Okay. What a strange story. Planet 6 from Outer Space. Lead actor Self-Deceiving Heart, The Silent Stage, Act 3. Hero's Blood, Monster's Blood. In this third act, the story details how explorers cause bloodshed in strange worlds. This is exactly what dream chasers of the pioneering age live for. Dagama Wababoo. When will this ever end? Aren't these movies all the same? Oh my. Even a proper pioneer like the cowboy can't bear to watch any longer. Director, though I don't know your life story, but surely a box office disaster and a miserable end seem all but fated. And you, Mr. Scott, did you change your tune because you are planning to abandon the darkness and embrace the light? Looks like not even Assassin's master can tolerate his trashy films anymore. He doesn't talk, huh? Director, did you place me in the wrong spot? I'm still among the bad guys. No. Give your stellar performance earlier. Our partnership ends here. As for old OT, I'll file a claim for accidental casualty compensation on your behalf. It'll be issued to your family. Wow. Because the ending is this. Plan 6 from Outer Space is no survivors. Huh. Ahem. Cough. Grady, since you've shown no mercy, don't blame me for returning the favor. Director Aventurine. My earlier hostility was just an act to fool out enemies. I infiltrated OT's group specifically for this moment to help you win the Holy Grail. The only one who truly deserves it. I may vomit. This doesn't even faze me no more. There it is, Scott's special baking technique. There we go. Mr. Scott, I know things haven't been going smoothly for you and your department, but if you can show enough commitment, the strategic investment department might have a better spot for you. How do you accept such things so easily? Grady, you don't think I was truly going to let you play me like a fool, right? As an actor, I am part of your noble phantasm too. As such, being the former protagonist, I can naturally use your second noble phantasm's power. How dare you? Director Aventurine, this is my show of commitment to you, deploying staff access one-click noble phantasm skip. What? What is that? I'm curious now. Apologies, the podcast is having technical difficulties. Progress bar is progressing rapidly. Lead actors, everyone, please stop acting. Lyndon Scott, well, obscene language from the prison world era. Me, how can there be an audience so uncultured? You skipped all the best parts of the movie. This is the result of my entire life's work. And it was trash. You know nothing. I am the creator of the Dream Bubble movie genre. Established the first film company in Penacony. If I hadn't given up on my monopoly on filmmaking technology, the watchmaker in Mavine would never have achieved what they did. So, would that make the films you made not bad? I'm even feeling a little bad for you now, Director Grady. You were thoroughly outclassed by true otters. As a master of marketing or an investor, you're undoubtedly a success, but the audience, doesn't care about, well, there's no about there. Care what you gave in your efforts. They just know they just know that your movie is terrible. There it is. My brain. What do you mean, YouTube? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What? Is it because I dropped frames? Where did I drop frames from? I don't want to know. You can't feel the limits of the audience's patience hour. It's just an endless cliche-ridden silent series of utterly unexciting gore. What a waste of everyone's time. It's no surprise that the audience eventually abandoned you. He's kind of laughing. Well, it's hopeless. This guy's probably gone mad. Archer? What? I simply offered him a final shot. You're the one who drove him insane. What a sharp-tongued, amusing, and flamboyant actor you are. It's rare for anyone to make me go completely speechless during a debate. Oh, it's these guys. Didn't see that coming, did you? Strangely, you all in this nightmare pantomime feels a bit dull now. Tell me, would you be interested in siding with old Odie? What are you yapping about this time? Trying to drive a wedge? If we joined forces, we could sweep the rest of these opponents off the board in an instant. Surely a senior executive of the Strategic Investment Department who understands investments better than anyone would make the right choice. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Aventurine? You seem particularly obsessed with me, Director. Is it because I, as an amateur film critic, repeatedly tore apart your masterpiece? Of course it's because you're the cleverest one here, most aware of the fact that despite your apparent power, none of you have actually escaped my bounded field. For someone like you, betrayal is always an option to consider, not a moral absolute. Someone like me, you may be a terrible filmmaker, but you're not bad at reading people. Fork me, you're not seriously. A good businessman always evaluates the situation and adjusts their stance for better investment. I'm tired of this endless farce. Eliminating this many competitors at once is quite profitable. Aventurine, you're double-crossing me? I thought you didn't care about the Holy Grail. Apologies, Gary. I wasn't being honest. Great. I love flexible actors like you. Now let me show my goodwill. Let's move to the next scene. Your caliber deserves a much bigger stage. What is going on? The silent stage special feature. The Golden Gatekeeper. Lead actors, Aventurine.
Archer, as my servant, you'll come with me, right?
Oh wow, there's voices. Taking orders from a hack like Grady, seriously? Makes sense. Compared to this lot, you and Grady are clearly cut from the same money-grubbing cloth.
What's wrong with being a little underhanded if we can win?
You're actually pledging yourself to Grady? Aventurine, did you really turn on us? This is going to be way tougher than Scott was. Totally misjudged you. Guess I'll need to use a few extra fudging bullets on this guy. No, it should be my sword that delivers the final blow to the enemy commander. Master, if you're just joking, I can still cover for you if you apologize now, but if you're serious, this won't end without blood being spilled. I'll ask one more time. Shall I remove your legs first, or should I start by cutting off that irritating hand of yours, Mr. Aventurine?
So you still refuse? You know, I should use my command spells to force you into submission, but I hate brands on the flesh that bend someone to another's will. If staying with them is your wish, then so be it. But sometimes, a change in perspective will make you see the gamble in its entirety.
I think Aventurine's just playing the game. He's gonna turn on Grady in the end. That's right. Killing you would erase my existence. Well then, sorry everyone, I surrender, I give up. Archer? You gave up way too quickly. Now we're evenly matched, 3 against 3. Perhaps we should all surrender as well? You gave up way too quickly. What did I expect with my awful summoning luck? I told you, a guy covered in gold is never good news. But as your servant, I'll follow your commands. Wait, Director. I can be a traitor too. I want more scenes too, Fantastic. 2 more exceptional leads at once. I'll give you bigger roles, turn you into unstoppable monsters who tear everyone apart. Step into the spotlight, Mr. Aventurine, and enjoy this special featurette I've crafted just for you. Turn down the voices.
They were lost. Have some sunshine. You like
Still loud as usual.
Teacher is great. So leave it with us. I shall remember this one.
Oh no.
Smell the blue. Restore the skies.
The Golden Gatekeeper.
A new life.
They could have at least made this a little bit more harder.
Life is not so for darkness with me. Can I have fun this time for fun?
Oh, I should have done the one with Tribby.
Is it coming? I don't know. Let's go! This combat need. This is double speed.
Do some heals. Oh no.
May death protect us!
And mem sprites are pretty good.
You wish. Guide with the rainbow bridge.
Do this. Let's go with an E.
Life is
And we're gonna E it again. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, it's all or nothing, huh?
embrace a new life. May this fate
We're gonna heal everybody up so that everybody's okay.
this comes.
And Hyacinth's so good.
This is double speed.
I'm so thankful I was able to get her. Well, battle's over. That's kind of simple.
Are you seeing the enemy's position now, Archer? Now it's time to put an end to this!
Ooh. Just sniped Grady from the corner.
Why
Enter safe zone.
horror films never see where the monsters come from?
Hold on, hold on.
Why do monsters keep popping into the frame as long as the film is rolling? It's because the true monster is born beyond the set. The director's lens is the real cradle of terrors.
Finally, I don't have to read too much.
Your presence concealment skill is simply a manifestation of the theatrical rule that characters in the story cannot see the cinematographer filming behind the lens.
Perception.
But monsters are different. They are the soul of horror films, the focus of the lens. Their line of sight is always fixed on the camera's position. That's why only Scott, the man playing the monster, can see you.
You win. I concede. Devil lurking behind the lens and getting real monsters to step into the theater. That was my finest offline marketing campaign ever. Who'd have thought that someone could still see through my tricks hundreds of years in the future? How did you do it, friend?
Did I never mention it to you? Well, I am your fan, Mr. Greedy.
I reserve judgment on your film taste. No wonder you know his film so well. Wait, weren't you the one who roasted him so hard before?
A director of flops from centuries ago, catching the eye of a big shot from the strategic investment department. Thanks for the compliment, but that was a pretty bad lie from you.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself, Mr. Greedy. After I stumbled upon your first movie, curiosity led me to dig through the archives of Greedy films. Now, you had each moviegoer sign a death and liability release waiver before entering the theater. And you released Memory Zone memes into the theater at intermission. Oh, these interactive marketing tactics were way ahead of their time.
Jeez.
You could smell out exact market demands and deliver maximum impact with minimal resources. Oh, had we met back then, I would have made sure to secure a spot for you in the marketing department.
I'd rather not be recognized for those achievements.
Why not?
You could have been rolling in riches. But you poured everything into filmmaking to create something you loved. You're a director worthy of respect for that alone. But what you've done is unforgivable.
The watchmaker said almost the same thing to me back then. But like I said, I concede. I have no talent and can't create true art. I've come to terms with that after dying.
Then could you tell us old Odie's plan? If he truly wanted to achieve his wish, he could have easily hired a few masters to stage out a variety show with a rigged outcome. But he deliberately gathered a group of uncontrollable individuals to participate in a Holy Grail war that might never even happen.
Mr. Odie gave me a backup plan before I came here. When I lose, I'm to humbly admit defeat and invite everyone to the Grand Theater. Mr. Odie and the Holy Grail will be waiting for you there. You'll hear all the answers from him. And you, my fan, this little behind the scenes is just for you. I believe the reason Mr. Odie reached out to you all is simple. You'll bring in higher ratings for this show.
Very simple. Do you trust what Grady said?
There's nowhere in Panaconii more fitting for a grand finale than the Grand Theater. Oh, Mr. Boothill, why are you looking at me like that?
Didn't expect someone like you to be that Fudger's fan.
You could say my master's taste is as tacky as his outfit.
Well, instead of calling me master, a word that brings back dead class structures, I prefer you address me as Mr. Aventurine.
See, Red Guy? Those business crooks are all the same. They take everything you throw at them, insulting them's like punching a cotton fluff ball. Ain't no fun at all.
Okay. Then I'll graciously comply, Mr. Aventurine. As for the final showdown at the theater, I'm sure that Mr. Odie has already prepared the battleground for us. With the Holy Grail in his possession, he'll be a far more difficult opponent than Grady. A siege and warriors assembled to storm the walls. Now this is starting to feel like a real war.
I'm going with you. It doesn't matter whether Miss Snowd is now friend or foe. I will bring her back.
The princess rescue mission is on. Time to gang up on the old man. Make Odie pay for our emotional damage. Go with the first one. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone else not far away? He is slowly slipping away with hushed steps.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to ask. Mr. Boothill, do you know which department Scott's from?
Whoa, yeah!
What? Venturing flashed a grin more sinister than the devil's own, his lips barely moving as he silently mouthed the name of that department. The space cowboy let out a hearty laugh, cracking his knuckles with a sharp snap, a wicked smirk spreading across his face as he strode towards Scott. You hear a cry straight out of a cartoon, over the top, full of flair, and surprisingly heartfelt. You just know for a fact that Scott won't be getting out of that hospital bed anytime soon. But have faith in the medical advances of the cosmic age. No Scott was irreversibly harmed in the Holy Grail War, especially not in a dream.
Now, that's more like it. Let's move out.
That's one way of saying that the guy is beaten to a pulp. Let's move out. The Great Grady. Team includes Saber. Introduction. Rejoice upon this most splendorous of stages. They don't tell me what the thingies are. I would take Tribby out. I would like to move Silverwolf over. And I would put... No, put Hyacinth over here. Because I always like putting Castrice in the last. Where's Castrice at? There she is. I'm blind.
Hyacinth, let us both give life a dignified farewell.
Oh, they do work together. Interesting. Alright, let's go. That's so funny. It's wind, wind, quantum, quantum. Let's see how this goes. It's a mockery of a war, false Holy Grail war, but you set it up so intricately, I don't get it. The 12 hours that reference the passage of time and this moon, Grand Theater, placed right at the heart of it all. Anyone with magecraft training can feel power continuously flowing into this place, but this world has no magecraft or mages. So, did you really design this whole Holy Grail war, old man? You don't exactly look like a mage.
The sharp instincts of a businessman are enough for me to know where and when to make my moves. And the Holy Grail has told me everything I need to know. You are the servant of that galaxy, Ranger. I didn't think your nose would be even sharper than the Bloodhound family's minions. Is it really wise for you to charge in here on your own instead of loyally staying at your master's side? That cowboy's in quite a pinch right now and would appreciate a speedy rescue.
What a pain. If I blow your head off right now, that'd save my metal clump of a master too, no? Let me offer you some advice from experience. The Holy Grail never grants wishes the way people expect. All it leaves behind are dead souls buried by their desires.
I appreciate the advice, truly. In that case, am I not giving the Holy Grail a new purpose? It'll become an entertainment spectacle much more worthy of investment than some wish-granting chalice.
Entertainment spectacle. I get it now. That clicks pretty well with the essence of the Holy Grail. No wonder it managed to power this Holy Grail war. I've been wondering what you could possibly put into the Holy Grail apart from wine, given this is a barren world where mystics have completely degraded. But if something could replace magical energy and manage to infuse the Holy Grail with enough power to create miracles, well, that changes things entirely. Instead of something that must maintain the concealment of mystics, the Holy Grail War will become a public entertainment spectacle instead. Then the people on this dream-soaked planet will come to believe in the miracle of the Holy Grail through learning its rituals and witnessing the summoning of heroic spirits. And so, little by little, their wishes will turn into fuel, coating the Holy Grail in a fabricated miracle, and the farce you've orchestrated will end up stomping all over those wishes.
Impressive insight, servant from another world. Your presence here was certainly a surprise to me, but You and your friends are needed. The Holy Grail needs more efficient fuel. And that means you. Miss Note? No. It's time for you to show Penacony your true charm.
The curtain fell with a soft rustle, veiling the stage in silence.
What you wanted me to do.
Well done, my old friend. So many years have passed, but I still remember every performance you gave, every dance you danced, every melody you sang.
Seems a bit disturbing if you ask me, but okay.
You were like a blooming iris. But I prefer how you are now compared to your heydays on the stage. Stripped of all the external pretenses. So simple. So ordinary.
A little creepy.
Enough, OT. Outdated metaphors are as revolting as last night's leftovers. I've kept my promise. Now, it's your turn.
There's no rush, my old friend. Everything you desire can be obtained without magecraft or miracles. Money is all it takes. The so-called Holy Grail is nothing more than a vessel crafted from gold. And the real stars of this show are about to make their entrance. Your job is to hold them off until the last step of the ritual is complete. Once that is done, I will honor my end of the deal.
OT. Looks like your business acumen has rotted along with this world. I could barely restrain that one servant. And now you expect me to take them all on?
Don't be so modest. Unlike Greedy, you are a true artist. You have the talent to bring thousands of characters to life, all on your own. You are the perfect counter to these heroes. I will give you the power the Holy Grail has accumulated so that you can crush them all. Then this grand spectacle will come to a glorious finale.
Is this how you think it's gonna go, Odie? Interesting. I definitely have not been in here.
Fork it. Wasn't that blue guy supposed to scout this place ahead of us? Haven't even heard a single peep from him so far. Could that old man have pulled a fast one on him?
Probably. No signs of battle. This doesn't quite seem like something Lancer would do. Maybe he went fishing? Or is he lost? No, the first one. What I know about that man, he might even stir up some pointless fights just to walk away happy.
Miss Note, I'm glad you're okay.
Wait. Something's off. Miss Note. I trust that you've seen Lancer here, haven't you?
Yes. He came to the Grand Theater with his spear raised and ready, eager to impale old Odie on the curtain. I couldn't agree more with his approach. But I still have dreams left unfulfilled in this miraculous second life. So, I asked him to take a break. And I must insist that every one of you take a break as well. Until Mr. Odie finishes the ritual. Fear not. There will be no pain. Please, leave your passion and ambitions on the stage. Like how actors shed their fatigue and makeup behind the curtains. And rest.
Let the curtain fall! Cannon can present!
That's a bit loud. Holy crap. Warner Brother. Looks like the main character, the Trailblazer, wanted to keep Saber. Wonder how this is gonna go. What in the world am I looking at here? Where is this? How is this possible? Why am I in Britain? Is this your homeland? Yes, I remember it all. Every tree, every blade of grass, the fields, the winds sent in this town. Does Castor think she can trap me with these memories? This town is nothing less than where my life as a knight began.
Artorias, here to draw the sword, aren't you?
You're calling me Artorias? Is it Aiden?
I knew it! That mage Merlin spun such a tall tale, something about whosoe'er pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England. Even an apprentice knight wouldn't be able to resist that. That being said, a little fellow like you drawing the sword and becoming king, I really can't picture that.
Right. I agree. I hope the sword in the stone manages to pick the right king. Master, let's go. What did he just call you? A Taurus. That is the male name I used. After all, a female king would have had a very difficult time ruling Britain back in those days. We've returned to the moment right before I drew the sword from the stone. I thought Castor would use monsters, foreign armies, or even dragons to trap us here. How I miss all this. I never returned here after I left as a knight. What we see before us is the childish dream I had when I was still just a nameless nobody. Nameless, you say? Welcome to the group. The girl seemed drawn by something. Her gaze wandered to the end of the path. What a shame. She's created such a fantasy for me, yet I don't even have a mount. Do you want to break free from this dream? Is there somewhere you want to go? I'll find you a trampler. Trampler? There you go. I don't know what a trampler is, but... My greatest dream as a child was to have a mount of my own, to become a knight, to ride a horse, to follow this very path across the fields and reach the grasslands where Ector's house lies. Who's Ector? He's the old knight tasked with raising me. He was my father, in quotes, in a sense. He always wore a stern expression, but laughed at the smallest things. He always told me that he hoped I'd become the ideal king for this land. Sounds like a script. But in the end, he never got to see me become a king. I'm sorry, Master. I got carried away talking about my past. Now that we're here, how about we set aside our worries about illusions and dreams, and I'll show you around my hometown instead. Sure. Continue forward. Fate's / area of rotten gold. Interesting task. There beneath a tree, a tiny knight doll rested, as if lost in a dream that would never end. If this is the soldier summoned by Castor, they must be an incredibly powerful opponent. It looks a bit like you. Whoa, that figurine looks totally rad. Was this wooden toy yours? Let's go to the second option. I've never seen a toy like this. My first 15 years were mostly spent caring for horses and honing my swordsmanship. During my breaks, a mage named Merlin would visit me in my dreams and teach me about ruling as a king. What about you, Master? How did you spend your childhood? You've never talked about your past. Actually, I never went to school. I don't remember a lot about my past. Technically speaking, the main character here, the Trailblazer, doesn't really know about his past or her past. It would be him at this case, but let's go with the second option.
The only thing I remember is being woken up by someone in a space station.
Really? No wonder your personality is so carefree. Is it because you don't have a past holding you back, Master?
My earliest memory was boarding a train headed for the stars and meeting many kindred spirits as friends. Though I have no past, I have a future.
I'm really lucky. I'm totally free. I became the person I wanted to be. Let's go with that one.
I became the person I wanted to be.
Well, even in the face of hardship, you are still continuing on your wonderful journey. I wish I do that in my life. Once upon a time, I also wanted to become a specific person. I wanted to save the land I stood on and the people who lived upon it. I wanted to repel the tyranny of King Vortigern, the White Dragon. I wanted to deliver my people from the foreign invaders' hostile rule. I wanted to be the ideal king for my people dreamed of, someone who would save Britain. For that, I would have sacrificed everything. The mage told me that if I could pull the sword from the stone, then I would achieve my wish. Everyone thought that I would save Britain. So is Britain saved? But no kingdom lasts forever. I didn't save Britain. I once believed that once I slew Vortigern, expelled the foreign invaders, gathered the Knights of the Round Table, and built the impenetrable castle of Camelot, peace would finally come to Britain. But that was all a fleeting dream. The knights who once served me abandoned me, and some even raised armies to challenge my rule. Britain was once again engulfed in war. Merlin had already warned me of all this before I drew the sword election. He told me that once I drew the sword, I would meet a tragic end, hated by all. And while the kingdom was in its prime, he also told me that Britain would one day fall, and its current prosperity was built on the suffering of its king. Yet I thought I could carry the weight of the kingdom's pain and trade it for the peace of the people. The sacrifice would be worth it, and I would be willing to face my thankless end. You remind me of Sunday. The only thing that can grant your wish would be the Holy Grail. Once a king offered themselves upon the altar, a lone sacrifice in exchange for a dream of paradise on earth. How eerily similar it all feels to what unfolded during the Charmony Festival of Penacony. I promised everyone that I would build the ideal kingdom, but I left the land of Britain with endless wars, dying warriors, and starving children. The one who deserves to face destruction is me, not my country or my people. That's how it should have been. But I'm assuming that's not how it went. Here's the sword.
So, this is the sword in the stone?
I've wondered countless times, had I not drawn this sword, or had there been someone more suited to be king, would Britain have truly become the utopia I dreamed of, and what kind of life would I have lived? To pull out the sword and become king, or to give up and stay in my homeland to quietly live out my days. She's brought me back to the moment I made my choice. Saber, do you wish to stay? Master, I'm so tired. I wish I had a horse to ride across these fields before the sun sets. Saber! You called out, your voice echoing, but the drawn-out words never reached the servant. In the moment she hesitated, fate had already been sealed. In truth, you were never here at all. What remains in this place is merely a shadow of you who fell into a noble phantasm, lingering in the dream of another.
She was nothing more than an ordinary girl. Playing the part of a king was already painful enough. Why should we force her to continue in the delusion known as heroic spirits? Better to cast aside her sword, abandon her glory, and become a nameless nobody who watches the world's grand show on the sidelines. I'll help all of you to remove the hero's garish makeup, bit by bit, until I've wiped away even the choice you've made to become a hero. Until I've wiped away all the pain you've endured on this thorny road. I've prepared a simple and happy life for all of you in this show, including you.
Now.
So, newcomer, are you staying?
Who are you?
Someone like you has probably already burned through all your luck just trying to get into the Hertz space station. But I'll go through the motions and confirm it anyway. Just so you know, working at the Department of Cosmic Geography isn't as easy as you think.
Look at me in the eyes and say that again. Where did she send me? You don't know who I am. Guess you're the real newcomer here.
Look, I thought I was pretty impressive too when I first arrived. But you'll be beaten into shape in no time. You're just a regular researcher on this station. No one's gonna even bat an eye at your so-called talents and smarts.
But I'm the galactic baseballer.
And I'm the cosmic geographer.
But I defeated Tatalov.
Who's that, a game character?
But I'm a nameless. I don't belong here.
Are you dreaming or something? Maybe you should take a sick day and get a checkup at the medical department. I'm a bit of a fan of the Astral Express, and I know that every nameless who boards it has been through some incredible adventures. So, tell me, what great deeds have you done?
I face tanked the Doomsday Beast Ultimate.
Oh, I've heard of that. Apparently, a valuable relic was stolen from the space station. It was swallowed by a mysterious intruder, which then led to an attack from the Antimatter Legion. If it weren't for Madame Herta stepping in to handle the crisis, we'd all be burnt to a crisp by now. Any idea who that mysterious intruder was?
Herta didn't step in.
You guessed it. It was you, brat. The only reason you got a job here is that lead researcher Asta took pity on you.
Sure. I defeated Fantalia on the Zhenzhou.
Oh, you mean the Lord Ravager who recently appeared on the Xianzhou and caused a huge ruckus? From what I've heard, her plan was foiled by the general of the Luofu, but the Xianzhou people paid a heavy price for it. Listen, don't use someone else's tragedy as your bragging material.
Bro. I woke Penacani from its eternal slumber. Not yet, but...
Guess. Next, you'll say you were invited to the Charmony Festival and became the festive superstar.
Did you peek at the script? The man looks at you with exasperation written all over his face, visibly biting back a snarky remark. I don't know what to say.
Oh, I know what's happening now. The Department of Implement Arts imported a batch of dream bubbles. Loads of young, naive researchers have been wasting entire days in them, ignoring even their paid work. You probably ate too much of that Memoria too and thought those illusions were real. Why else would you believe you're a nameless aboard the Express? Well, I can't say I blame you. I heard the Express did invite you to join them, but you turned them down. Are you regretting that choice now?
What? But I did board the Express. Actually, I was forced on it. You try to yell at the researcher before you, but your wavering voice gives a different response. I became afraid. I don't know. Yes, I regret my choice.
I regret my choice.
But was that answer truly what you thought? Or was it some sort of elusive manipulation? You tried to piece together what has happened, but your memories feel more distant with every passing second. About the Astral Express and the Nameless, like sand under the waves, your memories crumble and fade, and suddenly you understand why Saber chose to stay, even just for a moment. Why didn't you step aboard the Astral Express back then? On that split-second impulse, it no longer matters. The researcher in the Department of Cosmic Geography, standing before you watches you closely, perhaps searching for words of comfort, or maybe looking for the right joke to shatter the heavy silence. Eventually he speaks.
Well, your resume doesn't show any particular skills, so I'll start you off with some light tasks. Sort the Department of Cosmic Geography's expenditure report for the past 6 months, schedule research meetings for the upcoming month, collect project proposals from all levels of researchers. Yeah, that should keep you busy for a while.
Isn't this the Department of Cosmic Geography?
Don't be
Geography?
so surprised. Our department is at the bottom of the food chain on the station. This work happens all the time. I'm off. Be sure to do your job well.
He turns to leave, yet could not help himself from looking back at you.
Yeah. Sometimes I regret picking the Geography of the Universe course when I was 14 and walking away from quantum history. I felt math was just too tough for me back then. But now I ask myself, would I still be stuck in this dead-end job if I made a different choice? No, come on. Don't worry about the what-ifs. Why waste time regretting a choice you've already made? Look at me. Things aren't so bad here, are they?
This is all wrong. You scream internally, but the fury is fleeting. Report at the workplace. Oh gosh. Why do we have to be here? I don't want to be here. This place is weird.
You're late, newcomer. A few more system days of delay, and we'll miss the reimbursement deadline.
What?
I'll cut you some slack given that you're new. Now get to work.
What a messy desk. Am I supposed to organize all this stuff? Where do I even start?
Sort by budget category, sort by timeline, sort by mood. Let's go by the mood option.
You're too slow. Keep going like this, and you'll still be here when the Amber Lord makes our next hammer swing.
Don't push your luck. I see you're itching for a fight. Why don't you do it yourself? I see you're itching for a fight. There we go. You're on the verge of shouting, but just then a sliver of doubt creeps inside you. Is this really what you want? Take a breath. Don't lash out. Focus on what you truly need to do. Take out the baseball bat and gave them a good beating. I quit. Complete the basic tasks. Let's go with the first option. The bat you always have at your side is no longer there. Then again, did you ever really have it in the first place? I quit. But where would you go? Is there anywhere you can go? You're young, with no special talents. Isn't your best bet a cushy job with full benefits, clocking in every day until the world ends? Wow, that sounds very depressing. Complete the basic tasks.
What are you standing around for? You think space bionic snails are going to do the work for you?
Sure. Sort by timeline. Yes, that's it. Calmly and nicely drop the fight. By now, the job feels like second nature. Might as well tidy up the last of the files. Keep organizing reports. Department of Cosmic Geography, Financial Statement 1. Department of Cosmic Geography, Monthly Financial Statement. Did you know human memory cannot simulate non-existent things? Never having taken this path, you cannot possibly imagine the Department of Cosmic Geography's research content. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I am you. At least a fragment of your subconscious. The final cry before blink blink. You don't belong here. Quick, blink, hurry. She's become aware. I blank 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 blank. Now you must blank on your own. There's a lot of blanks.
These reports are endless. And the stuff written in there is really weird.
Department of Cosmic Geography Financial Statement 9. Department of Cosmic Geography Monthly Financial Statement 1. 3 slices of blank purchased from Bellabog. The following is a brief description of the environment in which the blank was discovered, alongside a detailed analysis of its components. The blank primarily revolves around trailblazing and can roughly categorize into the heroic spirit. Blank, adventurous experiences, companions, and blank. 2. Blank with unique properties purchased from the Lofu. The analysis of its nature is as follows. For detailed experimental procedures, please refer to the project report. The gaze of the ion had no significant impact on the fundamental nature of the blank. There is a potential for escaping blank, but no one can truly break free from blank. Do not step onto the stage. Do not aspire to become a hero. There you'll find only blank, 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 and blank. Do not go down that sorrowful path.
Hold on. I think I've seen that person over there before.
It looks familiar. Are you a newcomer here too? If you're going to ask me, have we met before? My answer is going to be no. But I really feel like what clairvoyance? See? You definitely know me. Yeah, go with the second one. You glance at his work tag. On it, just a single letter. A. Department Domestic Services. Wait, since when does the space station have a domestic service department?
Come on, Uncle A. Don't you ever feel like you don't belong here?
I dreamt that I was part of the Holy Grail War. You should have been one of the summoned heroic spirits. We shouldn't be here. Mysterious researcher A. I get it. I really do. Dozens of researchers come up to me every day, all claiming they don't belong here. They don't think... They think they should be somewhere else because life isn't going their way. It's just another dressed up excuse to escape reality. As long as your instinct is just to back down and run, you'll run out of places to go even if you manage to get out of this place. Personally, I think this place isn't so bad. No world-threatening crisis. No freaks trying to end humanity. The kitchen's convenient too, though the ingredients are a bit odd. We've still got a little girl who throws around gemstones like dirt, but it's pretty much a utopia for most people. There's no turning back once you leave your ordinary life behind. You glance at him, wanting to say something, but decide not to. Changed your mind, huh? I knew it. You don't really want to leave, do you? Days pass. After long hours of sorting, you're finally done with the work. Although an uncanny feeling lingers in your chest, before it's resolved, you should take a break.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I can't even think anymore. But deep down, I still feel like I don't belong here.
Let's rest. Drifting quietly over the surface of a dream, suspended in this moment before you sink. Let me tell you a story about a king named Uther. Is Uther from, oh no, probably not World of Warcraft is not in this game. He ruled the people of Britain before I showed up, and after my appearance, he launched an attack against the White Dragon to protect his people, a battle that ended in defeat. Even so, people still called him the greatest king. What do you think made him a hero? The innate glory of being a king, the deeds he achieved as a knight, the courage he exhibited as a human. Probably the third option. He raised his sword to challenge a dragon he knew he could never defeat. The sword shattered, the bow snapped, and he was beheaded. As a human, everything about him was destined to fail. But the way he raised his sword to bring deliverance left a shining star in Britain's darkest nights. The stars we see may not be their original forms, but their light isn't a lie. It will shine for ages, lighting the way for the next hero. That heroic spirit who, misnote, lost her name referred to our lives as a stage, and she used her noble phantasm to erase the star's radiance. But Master, if you still have courage, if you're still willing to become that star, then all the spectators who have seen you will also step onto the stage, becoming heroes themselves. Look at me, talking big all of a sudden and doing a bad imitation of Merlin. Where are you? I'm waiting for someone who's about to take the stage. I'm also riding through the wilderness. The dreams is nearing its end. Master, for me and you. Head to the conference room to schedule a meeting.
Strange dream. I should get to work.
Did I just wake up in the middle?
Department of Cosmic Geography meetings for the next month. This should be easier than yesterday, right?
Did I wake up in the middle of a hallway? Is that Lancer? Mysterious Researcher L. Hey buddy, if you're here to slack off, you're a bit too late. This place is already at full capacity. What? I'm here to work. I'm a model researcher employee. I'm reporting you. The chief is too busy chasing those ruined May creations that ran away. I wonder who did that. He won't have time to read your report. Well, no worries. You work here and I'll slack off. We each get what we need. The ones who made the Ruin May creatures run off. I believe it's supposed to be the Trailblazers supposed to take care of everything. So if they're running amok, that means that the Trailblazer never did it. It's so weird. For now, you ignore the security department staff's careless attitude and lower your head to resume your task. You've got this. You're not losing to some grown-up who's slacking all day. First on the list, a quantitative analysis of mycophage cluster interference on planetary magnetic fields. 15 attendees must be scheduled within the next 2 days. This morning? Sorry, there are no conference rooms available at your requested time. The next afternoon? Sorry, there are no conference rooms available at your requested time. The night after the next day. Sorry, there are no conference rooms available at your requested time. Is there any available? The conference rooms are fully booked even at night. People here really are workaholics. Oh, wait. You're the Stellaron that we're talking about, huh? Tell me, when you sleep, do you glow like a firefly? Young ones like you should really find a mentor, learn some skills, and carve your own path. Live like a true hero, no strings attached. Ignore the distractions around you. Let's look at the next meeting's details. The effects of starquake phenomena on the artistic expression of researchers. 2 attendees, no time constraints. 1 year later, 10 years later, a century later. There we go. Something stirs in your memory, sparks from an engine streaking past the space station, the faint weightlessness before the Express conducts a warp jump. Wait, no, none of that is real. Researcher, you should be focusing on your task at hand. You've still got 899 more meetings to schedule. You'd better hurry up and finish before things spiral out of control. Man-made ore symposium, visit from the Intelligentsia Guild, monthly budget review, planetary decline observation. Let's go with the visit from the Intelligentsia Guild. All right, including the 2 new system generated meetings, just 897 more to go, and the list is done. Visit from IPC specialists? That's right, exactly. You're in the zone now, handling the work before you with practiced ease. Stellaron Symposium, visit from blank express, curio blank approval, blank self blank observation. Let's go with the curio approval. You ever tried fishing, buddy? Don't be fooled by the vacuum outside. There's still plenty to catch. There's the migrating invisible carp, the silicon-based soft bone fish that put up a fight. I even caught a trotter last time. Oh, gosh. Although you are exhausted beyond measure, the man's expression moves you. Your entertainment during a momentary respite from work, a fishing rod. Life at the space station isn't as bleak as you thought. Maybe this is your utopia. By the way, I heard the Astral Express is coming back, and we'll be stopping at the space station for a while. Want to go check it out, just for fun?
The Astral Express. I turned down their invitation back then. Did I really make the right choice?
We're gonna find out. I didn't realize we're that close to the railway. Is it Pom Pom? Please tell me it's Pom Pom. It's not Pom Pom, but it's Himiko. Long time no see, Gary. How's life been on the space station? Great, couldn't it be better? Not so well. It's been really bad. Not so well. I see. If things are tough, you could always talk to Asta. She's sure to help you out. We traveled to many places after we parted ways. Belobog, the Zanzhou, Lofu, Penacony. There were both good and bad moments along the way. How's Don Hang doing? Don Hang? It wasn't an easy journey, but he's back on Lofu now. After all, that's where he's from. How's Mr. Yang? Have you ever heard of the planet called Earth? Soon after Don Hang left us, Welt found the way back home just as he had hoped. Let's pray he makes it there safely. Wait, what? How's Pom Pom? Himiko frowns, as if your question has caught her off guard. An unsettling sensation flickers through your mind. You've never boarded the express, so who is this Pom Pom you speak of? Where did you hear the conductor's name? Did Don Hong tell you? Pom Pom's still the same, but with fewer and fewer people on the express, it must be getting lonely for them. I sometimes wonder what might have changed if you had come with us. Sadly, the Trailblazing expedition doesn't leave room for regrets and what-ifs. What about March 7th? March? I'm not sure how to put it. Heavy sigh. I hope that friend from the garden can cure her. Any new passengers aboard? Is the express still in need of passengers? Life as a nameless isn't easy. After we left the space station, we did have some passengers traveling with us for a short time, but they've all gone their separate ways now. Our friends from the Interstellar Peace Corporation recently suggested we make a stop at Camelot. That planet should have been destroyed by the Antimatter Legion long ago, but we've been picking up multiple distress signals from there. So we're stopping by the space station for a while to meet some old friends. You can join us and leave with us this time if you want, Gary. I'll pack my bags right now. Right away. Is that really how you feel? If joining the Astral Express doesn't change your life for the better, what then? There's a lot of what ifs. I hate this person. What if what awaits you isn't a grand adventure, but endless cleaning, constant repairs, wounds that never heal, and death steeped in despair? What will you do then? Well, that's just the what ifs. That's not the actual what's going to happen. I mean, it kind of did, but what if you can't help anyone? What if you become a dead weight on the express? What if a nameless gives their life to save you, yet everyone silently wishes you to just leave? What will you do? What? Silently? Who says that? Think about it. What answer should you
I'll
give?
think about it. I'll make sure to give you my answer before the express leaves.
All right, I'll respect your choice no matter what you pick.
I'm so tired. Maybe I should head back first. The Astral Express.
Rest. Peaceful dream, stirred by birdsong beyond the window. However, can a robin really sing in the vacuum of space?
Let me tell you the story of a bird who was imprisoned wrongfully. She was once a singer, thrown into a dark cell for composing songs that the powerful didn't like. The bird heard many voices of sorrow. So, she sang for the others trapped inside, soothing their homesick hearts and inspiring them to rise up. In the end, the bird broke free with a pocket watch, a wolf, and countless companions by her side. The bird believed that she would begin a new life after gaining freedom. She would shine on the stage and the silver screen, displaying her beautiful feathers and voice, just as she had once brought hope to the hopeless. But she was wrong. Penacony soon became unrecognizable. The songs she sang, the films she starred in, and even her own life were all locked away in a cage called money, turned into mere commodities. The movie studio wanted to turn the bird into a symbol of beauty, but the bird longed to escape from this suffocating, filthy gutter. They stripped away her stage name, replaced her with a fresh-faced chick, and smothered her with slander and rumors, leading her to a disgraceful end.
So, you seek revenge on those who tarnished your name?
No. The exact opposite, in fact. When I returned to this world, I realized there was no one left to take revenge on. Instead, I will reclaim the name they took from me and erase every single work I've ever produced. I'll destroy every trace of my existence. As
you know how it feels to be locked in a cage and have everything taken from you. So why do you still trap the masters and heroic spirits in your noble phantasm when they wish to end this Holy Grail war? Old Odie may be able to fulfill your wish, but the cost he demands is far greater. As someone born in the same era as him, you should know this better than I do.
ugh. OT is nothing more than a parasite feeding on Penacony. Of course I won't trust him. But you're different, Master. He's a worm who has a wish for the Holy Grail. Yet, there's nothing the Holy Grail can do to sway you. If you want to stop my noble phantasm, you'll have to force me with a command spell. Come, Master. Take away my free will
Just like how they took away my name and career with their contracts and laws.
I'm confused by the story here. I was expecting like a fight to go down, you know?
You know I won't do that, Miss Note. Let's make a wager. I've never once gambled in my life. I bet that those masters and servants will not yield to your noble phantasm, even though you've stripped their identity as heroes. I trust them.
Is that the... That's the Trailblazer. He's on the bench down here.
I will wait and see.
The birdsong fades into silence.
I feel like I had a strange dream, but the details keep slipping away. My body feels so heavy. But I can't rest. There's still today's work to get through.
To the workbench! Away! Gary, how many days has it been since you started working at the space station? 30, 90, even longer? Do you still remember what you need to do now? Compiling project proposals from all levels of researchers. By now, it's second nature. Something you can do with your eyes closed. Literally, with your eyes closed. Breeze through the work. Breeze through the work. 1 or 2? 1, 2, or 3? Let's go with 3. Breeze through the work. Still think about the Astral Express? You've been wrestling with that choice for ages and still haven't made up your mind. They'll be departing soon. You wish them a journey full of wondrous encounters. I want to stay. I want to leave. I don't know where to go. Let's leave, bro. I don't know where to go. If you board the express, what waits for you may be nothing but danger and the terrifying unknown. Your deeds will be forgotten in time, and your journey will eventually come to an end. I'm glad I stayed. I long for a quiet, ordinary life. Let me go. Sure. So you are glad you stayed. No ticket, no bat, no danger, just a quiet, peaceful, and undisturbed life. The work you had piled up took far too much of your time. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days. Maybe you'll never catch up to the Astral Express again. You're tired. Find a room and take a break. And they're there, menacingly staring at my soul. Isn't that our stellar envoy? I was about to mix you a drink, but since you're still underage, I'll hold off for now. I feel like my current life is a lie. I was once a trailblazer on the Express. I shouldn't be a member of the Department of Cosmic Geography. There we go. Funny, isn't it? Sometimes I think I shouldn't be working as a space station security guard either. So do you want to board the Astral Express? That's right. Every year there are researchers who want to go with the Express, but when it's time to leave, they all back down without fail. They know they are just seeking an escape from their stressful lives instead of actually wanting an adventure that could cost them their life. So what do you really want? I want to leave my current life behind. I want to go on an adventure into the unknown, or ... Let's go with the second option. I'm going to quickly do is pull up Twitch. Trying to get those Twitch drops for World of Warships real quick. Bear with me. Load. There we go. It's loaded. Staying where I am is fine. Someone better will come along. I'm just an ordinary person. Why speak of regrets when everyone who has ever lived has regretted something? Yet, had everyone turned back because of their fear of regrets, humanity would never have produced any heroes. Exactly correct. Even if the road ahead is unclear, some still set off, driven by the desire to chase a wish. It may seem foolish, But that's what gave birth to the Nameless, to Trailblazers, and to humanity's heroes. The doll you carry is proof of a certain hero's existence. Do you know what it is? A shabby little trinket that left a trace in history because of one person's silly wish. It's a star. The trace is a star. The Express may have already left, or it may not have. But if you truly want to walk this path, what does it matter if there's no Express? If you truly believe you are a Nameless, then there is only one thing left for you to do. I don't know which one. Of course, go number one. I must set off. They don't give me much of a choice.
The Express is already left. Going there will be. Let's go to the lab. Hit the cafeteria. Let's go fishing together. Let's go watch a movie.
Strange researchers. Go catch up with Astral Express.
Isn't life on the space station wonderful? People would kill just to live the life you have here.
How come it sounds like the kids next door from the codename Kids Next Door? What were they called? The rich kids. That's what it sounds like.
There's no antimatter legion. No abominations of abundance. This place is the most peaceful paradise in the universe.
Something's stopping me from leaving this place. I need to avoid them.
We're not holding you back. Let's have lunch together.
That's what they always say at the beginning portions.
Stop. The future of a Nameless is nothing but emptiness and despair. Do you think you're special? Think of Tiernan and Kelbeck. The Nameless who were better than you. They were all consumed by the lightless outer space, never to return.
So you'll finally admit that I'm a Nameless?
So you'll finally admit that I'm a Nameless!
The voices that once spoke to you fell silent in an instant. They never spoke again. Oh yeah. Who says we need the Astral Express? Get the baseball bat. A bat, plain, unimpressive, yet strangely familiar. You once believed you'd never hold it again in this lifetime.
Would you still pull this weapon out? Even if it'll bring about a tragic end?
Depends on the tragic end, but sure, I'll still take it. That's what Merlin told me too.
Which is why I've crafted such gentle dreams for you all. Isn't that what you've been looking for all this time?
I did wonder whether someone else might have done a better job as king if they pulled out the Sword of Selection. But I can't blame the girl who drew the sword in the stone for overestimating herself. She just wanted to deliver something from disaster, just like the king who challenged the White Dragon. If I was given another chance to make my choice, I would tell her, I hope you can do better this time. Master, you've had enough rest in your happy dream, haven't you? Now, let's leave this place together.
You'll regret this!
Wow, she sounds desperate. Grab the bat. They don't give me much of an option.
I'll never regret.
Okay. Uh-oh, cutscene. Gonna get loud. Oh gosh, that got loud.
Why? Such blind courage! Don't you ever feel regret?
I'll let that go on so that I can pause so we can change down the this. It's still freaking loud.
May this fate dispel the blue, destroy the skies. Embrace a new life.
Let's go single attack. I never really understood how Saber works. I'm still learning.
Cherish the stuff. Return to dust. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
It's double speed, all right.
Have some sunshine.
I think Saber on the team is a pretty good choice if I had to choose between Tribby or Saber. Go 2 blasts. Do the AoE special. Makes her speechless.
I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices.
Let's break them free, shall we?
May this fate
Let's heal. That took half HP out.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Is this death? Yes, it's death. I need to put the... Hold on. Chill with it. Forces to max.
Just like how I failed in life. This is a fitting end for a traitor.
That's what you think.
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage after leaving your prison?
True.
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments made me feel free, even in that iron cage. But Penacony has changed. After so many amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. And now, I am locked in this newly forged prison.
Is that one that you have made, though?
Anyway, it's time to end this. A servant who betrayed their master has no right to exist.
Then, as you wish. With the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asna.
Asna?
Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker. Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now only dance for yourself.
Wait a minute, hold on. I kind of had the feeling this was going to be the case, but Robin was the junior? That kind of makes sense, right?
This farce is nearing its end, but I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bears.
By the way, I do apologize for how loud that was. Why does the cutscenes have to be so much louder? Still. Meanwhile, the master of their servants, freed from the dreamscape, I sense a powerful force similar to magical energy. It seems the Holy Grail's holder is about to complete the ritual. The last two servants left are Rider and Berserker. Which one will face us? Or will it be both? With the enemy already in possession of the Holy Grail, it looks like we're in for a brutal fight. 3 against 2, the advantage is mine. I'll once again select 2 easy in the next survey. I'll lead the charge. Oh gosh, let's go with the first one. Master, I swear on this sword that I will protect you no matter the cost.
Boot Hill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
Yeah, let's do it.
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the job.
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win.
Oh gosh.
To live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had there.
For sure.
And you? Where'd she send you?
Me? I had a long-awaited reunion.
As they talked, Boot Hill had already loaded his gun. Next up, the final battle was with the mastermind. Yo, if it isn't the first heroic spirit to get trapped in her reality marble, didn't you use those long legs of yours well enough? This is the first thing I hear after I got out. Darn it, my head's killing me. Feels like I've been through a long and thrilling adventure. Not sure why, but I think my enemies all had fish heads on their necks. With enemies on the way, the 2 servants were more than ready to fight. Oh gosh. Could you imagine how that would go? With fish heads. Ugh. Alright, let's do this thing. Time to settle the score with old Odie. Is this the finale? I can't use any abilities. Oof. There he is in the middle of everything. It's definitely a boss battle area.
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. But that's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle the most critical parts yourself.
Oh, fudgehead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail war.
You practically have 1 foot in the grave. Don't tell me you're going to wish for immortality.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember Eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones.
Ugh. Then are you trying to crush your business rivals? I heard there's some bad blood between you and my master.
What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can't be made into friends in the world of business.
Good point. But I'm still very curious about your little scheme.
Mr. Odie, surely you wouldn't be like the mages I know, willing to forsake both life and humanity just to reach the root of all things.
What you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would obsessively chase after.
Oh yeah, that does sound like Herda. What's your real reason then? It couldn't possibly be for money, could it?
Why not? I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty wrap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy Grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Errors. A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with. Even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War, that's none of your concern. ...
Why don't you just ask the Holy Grail for cash? What a crude wish. There it is.
What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the Cosmic Exchange. I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a mere wave of my pen.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden Hour will set the prices for goods based on my desires, and the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on my whims. Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports the city is what you deem crude. It's the unending flow of money. On this rock called money, we have built the planet of festivities.
No matter what your plans may be, there can only be one victor in the Holy Grail War. Your actions in this farce have already placed every servant squarely against you. Now we stand together before you, shrewd merchant. I just want to finish what I didn't get to do a few hours ago. I'm sick and tired of fish heads. The head of this old desperate fogey with broken dreams is what I'd call a real trophy. You see this evil man's old head as a trophy? I thought you had better taste than that, Lancer.
It seems you're all eager to prepare for my demise. But since there can only be one winner in this game, how do you plan to decide the victor after I bow out? Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make their wish to the Holy Grail. I will give you that right. We can even formalize it with a contract, using precise logical language to word our wishes, ensuring the Holy Grail fulfills everyone's desires. After all, isn't this the very moment you've all been fighting for? Masters and servants?
Shh, no peaceful resolutions, please. This far into the show? Are you trying to make me laugh? A Holy Grail that sullies everyone's wishes is just a counterfeit for us to smash to pieces. Isn't that right, Master?
Nah, we need to whip this fella's hind end, then smash it to pieces.
I see how Boot Hill works. Our opinions rarely align, but I'm fond of this idea. What do you think, Mr. Aventrine? It's nice to play as the hero Justice now and then, isn't it?
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll pass this opportunity to Mr. Odie.
Oh gosh. My master, it seems I won't be able to claim the Holy Grail for you. I trust your choice. You made the right choice. We made this choice together. Sure. I must thank Miss Note's dream for showing me the truth. What truly matters is not the ending, but the journey we've taken to chase something and to deliver it from destruction. I don't need the Holy Grail. The wishes I did not fulfill. The wishes I did not fulfill will end here. What?
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge on this variety show.
Please do.
The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? This question has haunted me for quite some time.
Haunted?
Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my servant.
Scott?
That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself? A person who's still standing strong after 10 amber eras of business intrigue? Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror?
It's called an ego, bro.
I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to see how people truly view me in history.
And have you got your answer?
The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring wealth.
Oh gosh. It's a bit loud. Can we...
The person we've been talking to was old Odie's servant all along?
Can we change this up a little bit? Like, go down a little bit. There we go. Activate your command spell. Sure, what does that do?
Embrace a new life.
By the command spell, I order you, Saber, destroy all that is evil. The command spell has fully charged energy for Saber. Time to unleash the noble phantasm. Holy crap. She's quite strong. And slap. We must break the Holy Grail. Kings are good at facing down. Okay, sure. I couldn't read the rest of it, but... Archer's like, no, I don't want to deal with this. Saber, you got this. I believe in you. And strike. Wow.
power of the command spell, I command you to release your noble phantasm and shatter the Holy Grail!
My eardrums. Now that's an explosion. And a lot of guitar. Well, that was fun. I do apologize again for the audio. The voices up. It's finally over.
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that.
So he dragged everyone into this Holy Grail war while hiding in the shadows, and none of you are gonna make him pay for it? We should give him a good thrashing. Make him pay for our emotional damage. Let's go with the second option.
Well, unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony.
Does Scott have no rights? Do servants have no rights? Tch. So the IPC is still the final winner of it all. Let's go with the second option. I'm kind of curious about it. Fortunately, we are indeed not protected by human law.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money, won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that old budger.
Master, while I'm all in on that suggestion, time's running out. Without the Holy Grail holding us up, us servants need to go back to where we belong. Who are you again? Are you leaving already?
Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for a drink.
Finest in the cosmos, huh? That's something to look forward to. Alright, no need for a tearful farewell for us, bros. Let's not ruin the good run we've had together. Till we meet again, buddy. And you too. Seriously, why can I never get a proper fight with you? Is that so? I distinctly remember beating you. You know me, just a humble archer. Let's call this one another loss on me. Tuh. I'm done arguing with you lot. I'm gonna take another peek at Penacony's views before leaving for good. And so, it's time to say goodbye, Master. I have to admit that your fashion sense could use a little work, but as a servant, I'm genuinely glad to have fought by your side in this Holy Grail War. I can still see the determined heart of the child you once were underneath all your grand speeches and extravagant flair. You know, it would feel pretty good to be a hero of justice once in a while.
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
That brings up a good point. Why would I, a Guardian of Humanity, get summoned to a world without a counterforce? Archer, you should know why you were summoned here. You were summoned as a heroic spirit. A hero, huh? I'll chalk it up as a beautiful dream. A faint smile tugged at the man's cold face. before he vanished from sight. Soon, only the final pair of master and servant remained. Wonder who that could be. Modern times. Say goodbye to Saber. I'm glad I was summoned to this strange world and got to experience it with you. I'm not great at farewells. Anything else you want to say to me? What? Sure, let's go with it. I saw your fears in your dream, but Master, don't be burdened by the emotions that come with being human. The fear of the unknown, the dread of loss, or the regret of what you couldn't achieve. Even Hercules was just a child before becoming a hero. You may not be strong enough now, but I have faith that you'll eventually become a star that illuminates the entire cosmos. Like you did? Who's Hercules? Like you did? If my existence can occasionally light the way forward for you, that would be more than I could hope for. Master, please send me my regards to the person you will become in the future. As the lumen flux dimmed, the valiant girl knight faded, vanishing just as she had arrived. English is tough. At the same time, in the Dreamflux Reef, the host of the Holy Grail War is sitting elsewhere watching the scenery with interest. Kind of sad.
The Holy Grail broke. What a shame. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. But the question is, has Penacony ever answered their dreams? Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Heirs have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth as heroic spirits. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal, couldn't be here to join us.
Mr. Odie, yours truly moves me. If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends. No, it's just another part of your business deal.
Greedy. Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Recker. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is such an important task, after all.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War. It may not be an artistic masterpiece, but it should meet your commercial expectations.
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy. Wow. Okay.
That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail War. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from cold, hard cash?
The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation.
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasures beyond compare. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times. A most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero.
I'm confused by that, but okay.
How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Grady?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Osner. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear! I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
Ooh, ominous.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osner, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
Wow. He's not even going to do it. At the same time, I board the express. Meanwhile, far from the heat of battle, a servant summoned under the rider class stays on the sidelines. As a rider, he once built an unsinkable little ship named the Compass. As a rider, he was once a nameless who rode the stars aboard an interstellar express. Centuries have passed. Now, as a heroic spirit, the young man finally returns to the place where he once worked tirelessly. An old friend awaits him here.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point.
Oof. Misha.
Watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
What happened, Pom-Pom?
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown? 100 times worse. I'd love to have a try.
Misha.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he started to follow along now.
Oof.
You passengers are all the same. Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Wait, what?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Will you be returning to the Express?
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely. The Holy Grail War is coming to an end, and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony.
Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your return.
Of course she will, Pom-Pom.
It's
then, conductor. The next time the express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you. It's a promise.
Wait a minute. So Misha is Mikhail? Oh gosh, my head hurts. More lore. Gather your thoughts to the present. If there really is a chance to fulfill a wish, what would yours be, Gary? Make a silent wish.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it.
Do I have... Okay, I do. Old Fox didn't lose a thing? He's far too shrewd. What about my appearance fee?
As Mr. Adventuring guest, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude.
Wow.
So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail War.
Too crude? No. Crude's good. So this is his apology? The old fox, always managing to get the most out of everything. Too crude?
There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you.
You think?
Hey, brother, since y'all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip.
Sampo!
By the way, aren't you curious what old Sampo's wish to the Holy Grail was?
Sure. No, I'm indeed curious. Sure.
I knew it, bro! You're still thinking about old Sampo, and I won't lie, the audience is waiting for it too. All right, folks, the show's over, but if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and have their every desire fulfilled.
It's a very... That's very, like, rubber stamp there. For a request. What is this? Oh, this is the picture. Outlander King of Knights puppet. Oh, I got that. Oh, nice. Ciao, my friend. And is there another quest? I thought there was another quest. This one? Yeah, there's this one. I'm not sure. So I did do the Holy War fight, the Holy Grail War. It was kind of easy. Till the end, it was very hard. Let's claim all the stuff first. Achievements. Fake goods have their benefits, and the real deal has its own advantages. Defeat the evil old Clocky, for whom the bells toll. The Great Grady, an era flows within the broken heart of the king of bad films. Destroy Mr. Grady's noble phantasm. Stars light the path ahead. Stride forth and take the simple step that anoints you as a hero. Break free from the cage of mediocrity. Modern times, swarms devour bills, and greed corrupts miracles. Defeat the mastermind behind the Holy Grail War. And Chiao, my friend, the moon-gazing child has finally reunited with old friends. This moment when the Express welcomes unexpected visitors. Man, that was a lot. Defeated 20 enemies. Cool, cool, cool. And it looks like I got something good in the Nameless Honor, which I'm close to getting to 70. Never mind, I'm at 70. Only thing I have not done yet has been the Trailblazers mission for the month, and we're going to be there for a while to get there. It's not going to be happening today. But a momentary pleasure. Check out where Lancer has wandered off again. Again, they say. Have to run all the way over there? You sure there's not a quicker route? Does it go this way? No, it's not this way. Hopefully this doesn't take less like more than 30 minutes. I'll be fine with that. Hey, chill, bro. I don't want to fight you. Yeah, go back over there. There's got to be an easier way to get over here. Oh my goodness, we're going on the other side? There's definitely a faster way to get over here. I'll just take the long, casual way. Oh, look at that. We're definitely going to need those. So thankful that we were able to finish that today. That was kind of stressing me out before the stream today. Because I didn't know if we were actually going to be able to do it or not. So thankful that we did. Ooh. Did I unlock this pathway up here? I don't remember if I did or not. No, you don't see me. I hate it. We're just gonna quickly do this pretty quickly, and hopefully that the voices aren't gonna be too loud, but you know, it happens. It happens. My ears.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Yeah, I did unlock this pathway. That's good. Oh, we're back over here again. Lancer doesn't seem to be here, but when did another dream bubble appear? Still the same old. A glass of El Dorado, right? Miss Silbahan? That drink's a bit too strong. Let's go with the big sleep today. The golden dream is more than enough for me. The rest of this time is just a gift from the Holy Grail. You've got a way of saying things no one understands, but it's kind of intriguing. Sibian turns away. The sound of syrup, ice, and glass clinking together is like a crystal symphony. The blue-haired foreign hero leans against the bar with a smile, slowly becoming transparent, until he vanishes into the wind that didn't exist. The memory bubble. Is he your friend? You could say that. Sometimes fights lead to friendship. We've been through so much together. Let's go with the second one. Whether it's the bloodhound or the hound, pups always seem to leave without saying a word. How about a long overdue drink? My treat. Sure. Consider a token of gratitude on behalf of Penacony, a glass of the big sleep to the ghost of the past. A grail for heroes. That kind of makes sense with, wait a minute. That was Lancer who's... No, not Lancer. Archer who said about the drink, not... was Lancer did. No, I think Lancer did. Looks like the next thing to do is to go and see what's going to go on with what is his name? Aventurine. There it is. Well, I'll do that on another day. Do we go for Saber? I'm just curious. Should we go for it 110 time? Grail for Heroes. Witness the return of a friend from afar. I do have quite a bit of tickets. 41 to be exact. I don't really want to pull too much for Saber. That's a lot of tickets to pull. We'll go 110 times and we'll call it good for the day. How about that? Gosh, it's loud. Yep, yeah. I thought so. I got Shushing. Is this Shushing? Yeah, it's Shushing. I already got all of her Indolons, apparently. I'll just save up the tickets for later. I'm hoping that this event... It says available long term. If this event is available after the next update, then sure, I'll try going for Saber then. But this tells me that it's probably only going to be available for 5 days. But I could be wrong. Applicable to all warp events during version 3.4. I really do want to get Saber, though. Oh, I still haven't done with these 10 warps yet. I guess we could get these out of the way, too. Could you imagine getting Silverwolf from this? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's possible. Got Galagar again. Still haven't upgraded Galagar. I'm debating about doing so. Still at the bottom of the totem pole. What is that? 4? 4. Yeah.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
How much more? 5 is that, and 6 is this. I might. I don't know. If I do go for Saber, I want to, but I don't. I don't want to spend... I don't want to spend all my money on it. Well, all my tickets on it. I need to go to Clocky's Studios theme park. And we need to go to the Golden Hour. No, is it the Golden Hour? Yeah, the Golden Hour. Teleport here. Let's go back to where we were at before. This whole entire adventure with the Fate Stay Night event was interesting. The story was fascinating up until the weird ending. Like, there was several things I was like, okay, it could have been a little bit different. But I don't know, I kind of like it. Without further ado, that is the end of today's stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching this live stream action video. If you're new here and you want to see more of this, consider hitting that subscribe button followed by a notification bell icon, as well as like the video if you want to see more of Honkai Star Rail on this channel. Normally, do these live streams is going to be on the first Wednesday of every single month, at least for the end of this year. which will be, let me go to my calendar. The next one we're going to be doing is on the 3rd of October, not October, of September. And that is when we're going to be starting doing some more of the main story of this game. In the meantime, each of the Wednesdays for now until then is going to be Super Mario Sunshine. We're going to be going through that game and seeing how that will go and figure out how to play that game too, because I have played it before, I have finished it before, but I'm still confused about the game. So we'll be back at this, like I said, a month from now at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And as always, thank you all for watching this live stream next video. We'll see you, I'll see you next time on Honkai Star Rail. And God bless you all. Bye-bye.